Hey y'all, TraCheri here with Picture Me Living, and I'm in Milos, Greece. Absolutely beautiful. And my first thought when I landed in Athens, because I got here via Athens, my first thought was, wow, they really want people to live. Intentional space there. They really want people to live, period. Not just in Greece, they just want you to live. So if you live here in Greece, I mean, your life is just, quality of life just has to be so much better. I mean, they may not even have antacids here because who the fuck has heartburn? Nobody. Who has high cholesterol? Nobody. Like, it's like where I live, they want us to die. In my country, they want us to all just pass away or just be sick for a very long time so that they can get paid. No, it's like smoothies are so accessible. Like, wow, to get a smoothie is just so easy. To get a salad, you have to ask for fries with your fish here. In America, fries and fish just come together, right? And, everything is fresher anyway in certain parts of Europe, but here is just like, that's the first thought. Like, even when I checked into my hotel, the very first restaurant was a smoothie shop. The euro is just completely different here. Like, it's a whole different, I don't even want a euro in America anymore. Crazy. Drink of the hour is coffee. I decided to make this podcast before my workout in the morning because it does get extremely hot, and I do record these on my iPhone and on my MacBook. So I wanted to catch it while it was a little cool, and it is slightly windy today. I pray that this sound comes out well. I do plan on doing a part 2, Greece, in the next island that I go to, so stay tuned. Yeah, Greece is absolutely beautiful. This whole experience has been beautiful, calming, relaxing. I have enjoyed every second of it. I hope that you are enjoying my recaps and watching the view. Yeah. I really hope that I am delivering great content for you guys. Let me know. I had to let my travel friend know that I drink coffee like I drink liquor. I don't drink it for taste. I don't drink coffee for taste at all. I drink it for, how can I phrase that? I drink it for energy. I drink it out of habits. I try not to do a lot of things out of habit because, habit can create a routine. It can create an addiction. And I do believe caffeine is an addiction just like any other drug. Yeah, I just drink coffee in the morning out of habit. I put my fiber in it. I'll show you guys what I use. Everyone should be intaking fiber daily. You should be doing double fiber if you are trying to lose weight. That's the weight loss tip of the day. And I use Fiber One. I'll put a picture of it. I get it off Amazon, delivered to my house, and I put it in my coffee every single morning. It's a habit now. I don't even care how the coffee tastes or whatever. But my travel friend will go the extra mile to get a good cup of coffee. And I appreciate her for that because I will just drink whatever. Sometimes though, the hotels that you stay in do put some bullshit in your room and it's like, but I do get kind of lazy with traveling and I want to stay in my room and I will drink whatever is in the room. Now, once I seen that Keurig lady, I'm gonna go ahead and go to a restaurant and get my coffee now. I don't know how I feel about coffee in my hotel rooms anymore. Although I feel like she did that for attention, still, the fact that she just did it once was fucking disgusting. Sorry. I am in my workout clothes because I wanted to get this done before my workout. I will post workout videos for you guys. I made 2 already. I'll make one this morning. Yeah, that's why I'm in my workout clothes, you guys. I'm in the moment. This is the most in the moment trip that I've had. Each vacation that I've gone on, I've delayed posting on purpose. First and foremost, because I don't like to let the internet know where I am when I'm there. Any solo female traveler should do that anyway. If you're a solo female traveler, period, you should post when you get back, but you should definitely post after you have left the hotel that you're staying at. The reason why I do that is because people would click on your location, even if you took the approximate location off of Instagram, which as a woman, you should do that anyway. I even tell my son that. Take the exact location off of Instagram, okay? Let them use the approximate location. But if you didn't know, a lot of times people aren't where they say they are. For whatever reason, it's none of our business. Whether they're trying to flex and say they're in Switzerland when they're not in Switzerland, whether they're trying to, act like they in the club popping bottles when that was a video from last summer and they're tagging the club that they were at last summer. Whatever the reason is, for me, it's safety. I could be at home in Atlanta saying, yo, I'm in Milos, Greece. I make a lot of my posts scheduled for when I was working. For when I was at work behind a desk, I would make the posts and I would schedule it. And it confused the fuck out of my coworkers. I don't care. It's none of their business either. But for safety reasons, for your home and for the hotel primarily, for solo female travelers, you want to post a couple of days after. So I already did that. I already practiced that for about 7 or 8 years now. I will recap the incident that made me start this. My son's first time out of the country, he went to Turks and Caicos with my ex and I. And it was a last minute decision too. His dad was supposed to watch him. So, me and my son dad get along for the most part. We co-parent very well. Like I said, when that Sexy Red song come on, F My Baby Dad, I sit down. I can't relate. I have a great relationship with mine. However, we do have times where we don't see eye to eye, and that was one of them. He was supposed to watch our son when my ex and I were going on vacation together, and he couldn't figure it out. Whatever was going on in his life, none of my business. He just changed his mind, couldn't figure it out. My son had a passport. My ex bought a last minute ticket. Shout out to my ex for that. Bought a last minute ticket for my son to go. My son was so happy. I'm traveling with my mom. Because I don't believe in traveling with kids. Small kids. Big kids, bring your big kid. That's fine. Big kids mind their fucking business. Once your kid is at a certain age, they know what they want to eat off menus and stuff like that. But little kids, I'm not doing it. Even my own, okay? So my son was like 11, right? And I was like, you know what? He's old enough. And then my son eats pretty much everything, right? And he knows how to handle his emotions when we can't eat. That's the biggest issue with kids and adults. So I was like, it's okay, he can go. We go to Turks and Caicos, and I'm tagging where I'm at, and this guy approaches me at the hotel that we stayed in. It was a Haitian guy. They have a lot of Haitian migrants there. Obviously, Haiti has a lot going on. So the surrounding islands get a lot of people. And yeah, he just walks up to me and is like, hey, I saw you on Instagram. What's up? And I was with he scared the shit out of me and my son. I was with my son. My ex was somewhere doing whatever he does. Thank God I was with him. And I hit him up like, hey, where are you? And he came and the guy scattered or whatever. But, I'm not saying anything would have happened, but it was just how he approached me and how he was like, "Hey, I saw you off Instagram." Never doing that again. Never posting, "Hey, I'm here. Pull up on me." I'm gonna post, "Hey, I'm there. You can pull up if you want to," because I ain't there no more. Anyway, that's just my travel safety suggestion for the solo women travelers. If you're meeting up with your friends a little later, you're on the front end where you're by yourself, you're on the back end where you're by yourself, whatever the case may be, post it a little bit later. So I did have a third place in between the two places, in between the places that I've been. I haven't had a chance to post Turkey yet because living in the moment did catch up to me. And I don't ever want to get overwhelmed with posting content. So the Turkey one will come last. And, you know, I'm learning. If I had a whole production crew, they would be doing all this shit for me. But it's just me, working for me, doing it all for me and for you guys to see. Thank you for watching. All right, so I got some stuff that I wrote down. That was all freestyle. How do you introduce yourself abroad? If someone comes up to you and say, "Hey, how are you doing? My name is Mikkel. What's your name?" My name is Shaniqua. Depending on when I used to have the different hair, that long black wig was Shaniqua. Then I had a Rachel. I had a Rachel wig, the red wig, the bob. That was Rachel. All these people was from different places too. But now I got the locks. I'm a little bit older. That was my safety precaution back in the day when I first started traveling. I was in the Navy, so, we did all these safety stand downs and they scared the shit out of me. They essentially gave me PTSD. They made me paranoid. So I don't like telling people where I'm from, my real name, none of that. But now I'm a little bit older and I don't like telling people I'm from America at all. They get to start asking you questions and that ain't what I'm here for. I ain't here to talk about politics. I ain't here to talk about what the fuck going on in my country. I'm here because I don't want to talk about that actually. So, but you can't tell them that you're from Australia with this accent, I gotta really, practice my Great Britain accent or Australian accent. Even if I do a little Spanish, it's like you can still hear the West Side Atlanta in it. Where do you tell people you're from? How do you introduce yourself when you're traveling? If I'm traveling in America, I love to say I'm from Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. It's such a pride in that. It's such a pride in that. I don't care what awesome city I'm in. I don't care if I'm in New York. I'm from Atlanta. I'm in LA. I'm from Atlanta. I'm in San Diego. I'm from Atlanta. Proud of it. But when I'm in Greece, don't nobody know where the fuck Atlanta is. Don't nobody know where Atlanta is. You gotta, first of all, they ask where you from. I say America. My cousin hated that when we were in Cape Town. Tell them North America. You're from the U.S. And she's a little, newer to this. I don't know another way to describe that. I don't want to offend her either, but I'm true to this. I ain't new to this because I already know where this conversation gonna go. And so I try to avoid it, but I get it. People are trying to start conversation, right? So it's very difficult for me. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about anything I did for a living. I don't want to talk about none of it. None of it. But that's all other people want to talk about. That's the coolest part about me when I'm abroad, right? First of all, because everyone thinks that I'm something else. Everyone tries to figure it out. For example, when I was walking around the bazaar in Turkey, the bazaar is like a flea market. They call them bazaars, right? And the flea markets have like carpets, think Aladdin. They have like the carpets, the teapots, the all the, Middle Eastern stuff, right? I actually bought a suitcase. That's how random it is. But as I was walking around the bazaar, everyone kept saying bonjour, bonjour. They were trying to get me to talk to them in my language. I'm not French. They don't even know my name, which Cherie is French. Totally confused, you guys, right? Think how confused I am when I'm going through these travel situations. Like, they're like, bonjour, bonjour, and I wasn't responding because everyone's trying to get my attention to come to their store, right? When that doesn't work, they'll say, buenos dias. Like, they're trying to figure out who I am because they know I'm not American. They're not saying hello, right? And that's going to be so hard for my close friends to believe, right? They're going to be like, Trey, you lying. You got to come out here and experience it. Like, every time, it is so hard for me to introduce myself because they assume that I'm something else other than American every time. It's always a shock. It's always difficult introducing myself. And when I was with my cousin, it was a double down because she also looks unique, you know? If anything, she looks more unique than me because of her different color eyes and her blonde hair, you know? I think she had braids at the time. So braids is such an American thing. So maybe that gave it away. But if she wears her natural hair, oh my gosh, she would confuse so many people. Like, are you Ethiopian? Like, they don't know, you know? So the introduction is the hardest part about my travels. The introduction is the hardest part about my travels. It got a little windy there. I also give fake hotels. Yeah, I'm at the Hilton by the airport. Why do you need to know where I'm staying? Always give a fake hotel. Now, can I do that here where every building is white and every hotel is unique? Absolutely not. This is a fairly safe place, so I have not felt danger at all. We had a run-in with a taxi driver because we were in the way. We were wrong, but there was no need for him to be rude about it. I mean, he got out of his car to come over there and talk to us, but I still didn't feel any imminent danger. I let my travel partner, Miriam, handle that because there's only one way for me to handle it, which is to get out my car and smack the shit out of you. So I don't have a in between 0-100 in situations like that. I don't even do road rage. For that reason, I'm just gonna ignore you and keep it moving. But she handled it with class. She asked him, why was he over here? Like, what are you doing over here? Okay, we're wrong. Why did you get out of your car? Why are you even over here? And that handled the situation. That was the most intense thing that we dealt with. Yes, we rented a car. I recommend that highly. They do a lot of ATVs here. You can do that if you want to, but if you are a woman and you want to go to dinner in a dress, try going anywhere on an ATV in a dress. Let me know how that works out for you. I'm not doing it. We were going to get ATVs. That's the craziest part. We were planning that until we actually thought about it. Once we landed at the airport, we were like, wait a minute. I think we need a car. Because we got a car, we were able to explore so much more. And the taxis are expensive. They're expensive because most of the roads are not paved, and it takes about 20 minutes to get pretty much everywhere, which isn't a long time, but on an island, it is a long time. And they have to come from 20 minutes away to pick you up to take you 20 minutes away. So you're going to spend 40 to 50 euros for everything that you do. Just rent a car. It was 50 euros a day. I'm with a travel partner. We're splitting that cost. We're splitting the driving time. Everything works out fine. I will create an itinerary for Milos, Greece, and I will add it to my website. There is a lot to do, and it took a lot of research. There is a lot to do here. It is absolutely beautiful. There is no hookah here. I would suggest, the only thing that I would do different, I would go to Mykonos first and then come here to chill. That's the only thing I would do first. Mykonos or Santorini. I heard Naxos has like a mix between this chill vibe and the party vibe of Mykonos. So next time I come to Greece, I would like to check out Naxos in addition to Mykonos, in addition to another chill island like this. They said that this island didn't start popping until about 2005. Before that, it was just used for mining. This area that we're in now is called Plaka. I think that if you want to do the least amount of walking, you would want to stay here. You're still going to walk a lot. The nearest parking is far. Even if a taxi dropped us off with our suitcases, we would have to walk about 5 to 10 minutes to get to where we are here, depending on how many people are out walking. And this is a busy area. Because I think everyone got that memo. Stay in Plaka if you want to walk to restaurants, if you want to walk to the rooftop places. So it's quite a few people here. It's a lot of cats in Plaka. Also, with renting a car, it gave us the opportunity to leave our suitcase in the car. Do what you want with that information. I know a lot of people are like, no, I'm a taxi everywhere. Well, you're going to carry a big ass suitcase everywhere also. I'm able to just walk to, because I enjoy walking. I suggest you do the same. Go touch some fucking grass. Go outside, walk around, let that sun hit you. Put some sunscreen on first. But yeah, I enjoy walking. I go get my change of clothes out of the car. You can walk around in a bathing suit all day long. Absolutely beautiful. The prime time to come here is June through September. May to the end of September is when they're opening up. It's still kind of cool. The water's absolutely cold, and then the water gets cold again the end of September. And I think they start packing up and going back to Athens around October, November. Download the Ferry Hopper app also. I think it's very easy to go from island to island on the ferries. You could easily spend a good 2 weeks just on the islands. You're going to want a cheeseburger though. If you're American, you're going to miss certain things. I have not found a restaurant with a cheeseburger, although I don't think that I will order it because I'm still going to enjoy the Greek food as long as I can. Even when I'm tired of it, I'm just going to eat it anyway because it's so fresh. Topic of the hour is, where do you draw the line with beauty enhancements? I recently watched Beauty on FX. I really enjoyed that show. It has Ashton Kutcher in it, and it's created by the American Horror Story guy. It has one of the main characters from American Horror Story that I absolutely love, the guy that played Jeffrey Dahmer. Love him. Can't think of his name right now. I'm so sorry. But if you're watching this guy, I really enjoy your acting, okay? Every American Horror Story season, even the Jeffrey Dahmer show, I absolutely... Ryan Murphy is the creator of the show. Anyway, wouldn't it be cool if Ryan Murphy and Ryan Coogler came together and created something? Wow. That just randomly hit me. Like, come on, you guys. Call me up too. I got some ideas. I know I know it's a hot dog in the hallway that they actually watching this, but if y'all are, hit me up. That would be so dope. Ryan Coogler is the the guy that just did Sinners. Anyway, Beauty on FX. You gotta watch it, but it's basically about a pharmaceutical company that came out with a drug that makes you young again, makes you youthful. through a very painful process too. Like, it's not an easy process. I mean, it breaks bone in the process. Is horrifying, right? But it made me think, where do we draw the line with beauty enhancements? It's so many people out there. I'll never get a BBL. I don't like women that have BBLs. I don't like women that get the lip injections. I don't like it when the men are doing the SketchX apps, you know. But what about when you got braces? That wasn't necessary. Intentional pause there. What about, what about all the things that our parents did when we were children that weren't necessarily necessary? Just think about it for a second. Those are all beauty enhancements, right? Where do we draw the line with that? Botox? I joke about Botox a lot. I love my Botox girlies. I absolutely love my Botox. I think about it. I don't think about it. I'm not even going to. Every time I do think about it, I be like, I'm thinking about it because I'm like, I ain't doing that shit. But I love listening to the girls, my girls that do go get Botox. They talk to each other about it. And it's so cute. I love that they have that routine. They go get the laser hair removal, and they do a lot. They do a lot. And I love listening to it. I love listening to their conversation about it. But it's just something that I choose not to do, right? Where do you draw the line? Let's talk about that. And the last topic is going to be a cliffhanger. I'm going to make a reel about this, a short, and continue it on the next island that I hop to, where I make the next podcast. Do you ever get lonely? Do you ever get lonely on solo trips? Someone asked me that. I'm going to ask you guys the same thing. Do you ever get lonely on solo trips? And then I am going to answer it, because most of this was solo. Most of the 3 weeks was solo. I get to spend 7 of the days with a travel friend, but the total 23 days, most of it was solo. I'm going to have an answer for it next time. See y'all next time.